Good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of Unscripted and Unchained RPG Review. I am DM Bloodworth, and as you can see here, I'm doing miniature painting after a 40 plus year break. This is actually episode 4, and I had just completed dry brushing, mostly on the front and the other portions of it. So what you're seeing here on the image is what I am planning on completing today, and that is the finishing touches, the base coats on the bow, its tips, the quiver, its straps, the arrows and their feathers, and so on. So there's actually quite a bit to do in this episode. I've also, I mean, it's amazing. Someone had suggested to me, and it was really, really a good idea, was to use a cell phone or an iPad and then to just expand the image so I can see much clearer what needs to be touched up. So if you look at where the bow and the leg meet there was still that extra piece of plastic, which I will certainly take care of the next time I do this, before I start painting. So just make sure all of that excess is gone. And I managed to, trim that down even further. So now it looks a lot better than it did, and you should really see a big difference between the last picture, the last thumbnail that I used, and then after today's painting session, because yeah, so much additional color is going to be added, and then even though the instructions from Reaper says that I'm supposed to do then a wash and washing out all of these different things, I'm not quite sure about that. Um, I mean, I was okay with the wash. I was not happy with my doing the final, like the dry brushing and everything. I thought that actually took me back a little bit, and so I'm going to do some touch ups on those areas as well. I think completion, I'm probably looking at maybe 3 more sessions to complete this. So without further ado, let's jump right into it here. So just so you know, I am doing 5 different colors today. And so I am going to begin with the base, and I'm going to be going with Naga Green. So that's going to be the base coat, and I will switch over once again in one moment. Okay, so I am preparing up. I had to take a little brief step away, but so I'm going to pair up, prepare my base coat for the Naga. It's Naga Green, so this is going to be for the grass at the bottom. Um, The other good thing about this stuff is that it is water soluble. And let's see, this one's a little flaky. Oh, this needs a much better shake. All right, let's see if I get a better drop than that. There we go. Much better, solid drop there. And since I'm dealing with a much bigger surface area, I am going to begin with my number 2 flat and just see. The only place I have to really worry about touching is the feet. And so I'm just gonna stay clear of them with the larger brush. And I have extra brushes of these two sides in case I want to, just swap them out. Actually, I have much more control than I thought I would have had doing this in general. So now once I get him out of the stand, I will be able to touch up the parts that are on the other side of this. But there we go. I mean, you can see that there. Like I said, it's going to really jump off. Let's not waste too much space there. And let's try. I have to use 5 different colors today, so it's going to be a little bit difficult using the same 2 brushes. So I'm pretty good with that base coat for the grass. The next one is the quiver and chest straps. Both use the same color. Thank God. All right, so both use this color here. So Harvest Brown is what I'll be using. And let's see. So this is the quiver and chest straps. The bow and the arrow shafts are a leather brown. So let's see how this one comes out. Oh yeah, kind of got a good solid drop. Oh, now this, the chest straps, I'm definitely going to have to use the really fine one, and the quiver I can get away with using the other. Now, which do I want to do first? I'm going to probably try to do this strap first. Hit it there, and then hit it in the front here. It's going to be my hardest. My most difficult part is going to be this strap, I have a feeling. Okay. Let's see if I can get this going. So far. Got that. It really is so fine, but I think I got that. Now, kind of, well, hit his rib with that last stroke I did. Like I said, I'm going to go in here. I'm going to do a little bit of touch up afterwards. Yeah, I hit his hip and his rib on that shot. So I'm definitely going to go in there, that rib up. Once this dries, I can clean that up a little bit. Now, the other weird thing is that the bottom here, oh, that worked well. I shouldn't jinx myself, but that I got. I could always go back in and touch up the bone a little bit. And let me just get the bottom of this. Got it. I wish this camera would focus. There you go. You had it for a moment. So there we go with that strap. I think that strap is fine on the front. He has that little piece of his shoulder sticking out, and then a tiny touch right there. I got the rib a tiny bit, but I'm going to touch that up. You can see where I hit the hip there a little bit. I'm going to touch that up too. But okay. So that's that. And then this is the same. Oh, nope, I need a different color. So this is the leather brown is for the bow and the straps. I mean the bow and the arrow things. The arrow shafts. So that is this leather brown. Kind of weird. You would think the leather brown would have been for the quiver and the chest straps, and the bow and arrow shafts would have been the harvest brown. But okay. Let me just make sure it's... Let's see. A little too much, but that's okay. So now, this is for the arrows and the bow. Let's get the bow first. That should be the easiest part to do. Knock on wood. Let's see. I remember I got his fingers here. tips of his fingers have to be touched up a little bit there. It's not that I hit it with the brown, I just missed it. I can see it clearer now. Okay, now to get those, let's get this cleaned off. Okay. Just checking around, seeing all around. You can see the slight grayness by his fingertips. I gotta wait for it to catch up. Sometimes this thing doesn't autofocus. His fingertips just have to be whitened up a little bit. Or there's actually a little tiny bit of brown I can get in there. See, I'm starting to become too much of a perfectionist here. Hey, it's I guess it's inevitable, you know, when you start something new and you don't have that much confidence at the start, and you start critiquing yourself as you're going along, and you start thinking, well, I could do better, and you keep on pushing yourself. I mean, that's the nature of it, is of anything that you're doing. You're always looking to push yourself and do better. That goes with all things, it's just, see that I don't got too much on there. Yeah, let's see, this is going to be real tight. There we go. Just see if I can touch that little bit I just did. Excess. No. Fortunately, these colors are kind of close, so okay. Now I am going to let this dry a little bit. I'm going to let this dry for a couple of minutes, and That's good. I'll let this dry for a couple of minutes before I get into there with the steel and then the blue. But this is looking good so far. Perfect timing. My wife is just getting home too. I'm going to take a 10-minute break or so, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just checking to see. So that spot that I hit back there that I thought was, oh my gosh, I hit him on the ribs. Actually, a good portion of that was the strap anyway. So I still have to do a little touch up there, but not as much as I thought I would have to do. And so, yeah, when I took a real careful look at it, I was like, hey, wait a second there. That's the other strap that goes around. So I'm going to get in there now with the silver, or this is the steel. And the steel is for the tips on the bow, and then that bottom band on the bottom band on the quiver. This one sounds. Oh, let me see something. Okay, and I'm back. Sorry about that break again. And now I'm going to do the blade steel, and this is going to be for the tips of the bow. And let's see, that is not coming out. The blade steel is not coming out. I might have to mess with this a little bit. Let's see. I might need to go get a pin. I will be right back. Another pause. Okay, I am back again. So yeah, I had to insert a paper clip in there, and there we go. So now I'm just going to use this 0. And the reason being is I will need the 0 for the little band on the back of the brush, the back of the quiver anyway. So I might as well just do this. And do this here. Now the bottom one. The bottom one. A little bit harder to see it. But I think I got it. Shit, got that on his leg. Well, like I said, I'm going to do a little touch up anyway. And now the band on the shit. Okay. All right. I'll have to touch up a little bit with the brown. And yeah, let's touch up a little bit with that brown. Okay. All right. Oh, let's put that in there. And last color. I see a little section of touch up I'm going to want to do with the leather. Okay. It's like I said, this will probably take me several goes at it to get it where I'm looking for, but it is really starting to, come along. The last thing I need is for just an initial color is the blue for the feathers. So let's the blue for the feathers. Let's see if this one beads out right. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, let's see. Okay. The last bit of a new color. The blue for the feathers. Out. Okay. Nope. It bled a little bit down into arrow shafts. There. I think I got it. Now that just bled down a little bit into the. There we go. When I come in on it with a closer look, and I will do some of that bone touch up that I want to do, and I want to hit a couple spots with the bone color, the original color. Then all I got to do is dot the I's. And they say I'm supposed to do like a wash, but with a black, and I don't know. That's really not. That's really not something I'm looking to do. I think that a little bit of touch up on this once it's all dry will get me to where I'm looking to be as a final on this. So, I mean, there you have it. I will eventually I'll put up a photo of this next. This will be the introduction to the next video, and you will see. Um, you will see how it finished up. It's this lighting is not all that great either, but yeah, you'll see it much closer with the with pictures of it. So thanks a lot for joining. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any tips, please feel free to give me any tips that you want to leave in there, and I will gladly take your questions and comments. And yeah, like I said, the next stage is going to be touch-ups, and and I might stop there. I might not do that next phase of washing, and certainly not the other stage of highlighting, which I wasn't crazy about doing that the first time on just the bones. So on these other minute details, nah, I'm not going to do it. So anyway, thanks for joining. I hope you like this video. Please subscribe if you if you haven't subscribed already, and hit the bell for comments. I mean for uploads, future uploads, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way this came out, and I'll do a final video on just doing some touch-ups with it. But it's looking decent. Um, we'll finish up the grass and do that part. Actually, I'm going to take it out of the stand and do the grass once he's finished and dried, so I can touch it. But anyway, have a great one. Take care.